Welcome to ZTR Podcast. This is Zach, and I'm here with the boys Ryan and
What's up?
Thomas.
What up?
So we're doing things a little different. It's gonna look a little different because we're trying to up the game a little bit. So it's gonna look a little weird at first, and my editing sucks. So
Whatever, baby. You're looking great.
oh, thank you. So
What's everybody wearing?
I'm wearing my long sleeve Hiei shirt today.
Dude, I think, honestly, that was always my favorite character in Yu Yu Hakusho. Like,
Yeah.
deep down, I knew it was. I like to pretend that it's fucking... Oh, my God. Why am I forgetting his name? Whip. Vine
Kurama.
Whip. Harama, yeah. Harama
Yeah.
was fucking
Or
best.
Suichi. That's his human name.
No.
It's Kurama.
It's all about Kuwabara.
Yeah, I wish I could
Kurama,
do
bro.
his hairstyle. That'd be sick. To do like the what is that even called?
Pompadour.
Yeah, that's like a serious pompadour though.
Hell yeah. All right, Ryan. What about you? What are you wearing?
Okay, I never say what I'm wearing. I say what's on my desk. That's
Oh,
been
right.
the
All right.
thing.
Give us...
So
give
I
us the
have
goods.
a 2x2x3 puzzle prism, not a Rubik's cube, but a puzzle prism, off-brand.
Okay.
I don't
And
know what that means.
the symmetry is. Can you see this? The symmetry
Yeah.
is so that this is way easier than even a 2x2x2. Way easier. All right, that's Nerd
Oh.
Corner. That has been a segment called Nerd Corner.
Two,
Wait,
4,
you're in
6,
good company.
8.
What the hell?
That's fair. This whole show is Nerd Corner.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
so sad, man. I had one of the all silver ones, but they were all different shapes and sizes for a really long time. I let my buddy borrow it when he went to Europe because he was like, I want something to do while I'm in Europe and stuff like that. And I was like, perfect, take this. And that bastard never gave it back to me.
Fucker, man. They still sell those. They're still around.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get another one. That was one of my favorite Rubik's Cubes.
Those are
Those are
cool.
great.
I've never seen them. My nephew does Rubik's cubes, and like he got a what are they called? One of those flippy knives, but
Oh,
like
okay,
not
yeah.
a real one. And he was like learning how to do that shit. And I'm like, I don't get it, but all right, bro, you do you. So
Did you never get in the Rubik's Cube game?
I'm not. I'm dyslexic. That shit just makes my brain hurt.
You play WoW. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
but that's not a bunch of colors and trying to make them work with spinning them. That's not
I
the
don't see
same
the
thing.
I don't see the correlation with WoW and Rubik's Cube. Sorry.
Yeah. Are you trying to say WoW requires as much brain power as a Rubik's Cube? You're wrong.
I'm saying that you have the brain power to do WoW. You could do a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just never learned. I know there's like a system to it, but I just never learned it. So we're gonna talk about Attack on Titan, the latest episode, which is episode what, 80 something?
Good question.
Episode.
Yeah, I think we're on 85 now. Actually, I just watched it, or I just got I watched it initially on release, but I've been watching it with Jacob and Roxy, my brother and my sister-in-law, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 85. Let's see here.
Well, it's episode 27 of season 4. So they did the episode thing really weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't like on Funimation. It has it has the seasons, but then it shows you which episode overall. But then like in the show, it's like 80 something because it started off at like some point. But then in season 4, it's the 27th episode of season 4. So
Right, all right.
it's weird.
Let's see here. So quick math. That's 25 plus 12, 37 plus 22, 59 plus 27 again. 59 plus 27 was that 86?
Yeah,
God damn.
Yeah.
so around that range. But yeah,
First,
86.
Yeah, I'm
So
seeing
that's
86 here.
Look at
cool.
that.
I
So that's the episode we're on.
close. Yeah, which is the latest. I think they're gonna do the delay in next week or something. But
hmm
the latest episode, the
main
Jaws
take-
Titan, the Jaws Titan appeared. He looks different from what I
Badass.
remember in the manga. Because
got
in
more
the
of a-
manga, I don't think he looked like that.
Can you get us a visual? Because honestly, like,
Uh,
I was just blown away. I thought he was so much cooler than normal Jaw Titan.
Oh,
Like,
no.
it blew me away that they made him so sweet looking. But
Yeah.
I thought it was super interesting that he was so wild, like had no control and almost killed kind God, what is the cart
Peak?
titan?
Peak San.
Mm-hmm.
So-
every
Go ahead.
first transformation doesn't go well, as they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, as
It was
we
his first one, and just like Aaron, his first one, he went fucking wild.
yeah.
So, but he does look the same in the manga. But he reminds me of an owl. He looks like, because he's got like the mouth and then like another mouth.
Yeah, he has like a beak to him almost.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I don't think that's a callback to the owl character. Remember the guy Owl that Aaron's dad was talking to before he got put on Paradise? I don't think that's a throwback to that.
I don't think so.
But and then the two general guys, the one that raised the people from Marlin, like the kids, and then the one that raised Aaron and the crew, they met up and they were like, "Fuck this shit, we're gonna
They're
stay
so
behind."
badass too.
They are.
God, like the hardest motherfuckers out there, man.
They're just
Trying to
like,
attune for sins.
they're just like, we're just gonna do what we got to do. I've lived long enough.
That's my job, to be a badass.
Yeah.
Make sure hand it off to the next generation.
Yeah, and it was cool because they both are the ones who taught the kids. So, like, he taught the Marlin kids to invade Paradise, and then he taught Aaron, which is now committing genocide. So,
Gee. Somebody clearly was the winner in that.
yeah. So, I thought that was... See, I thought something different was going to happen. I knew someone stayed behind, but I thought it was somebody else. So, I think the other thing I was thinking of is going to come up soon. So, I can't say much about it. But this is the part where they start going after Aaron finally. But like they said, they have to stop at that island to actually get ready. And they're like, well, if it takes this long, he'll have destroyed all of everything by that point. So there would be no point. So now they're just trying to get to him to minimize the damage as much as possible. Because before they said the time frame, because I think it's been like 2 days since the rumblings happened, or a day and a half. And they said in 4 days, all of like Marlin areas or whatever will be just gone. So now there's actual time frame for them to get there. And they have Annie, Reiner, they have the Colossal Titan, they now have the Jaws Titan, they have Peak.
Yeah, we basically have all the pieces of Exodia ready to take
Yeah.
down Aaron, man.
Yeah, because Aaron has the Founding Titan and he has the one that can like turn the crystal stuff.
Yeah.
The Warhammer Titan.
Yeah, Warhammer. Because there's only 7 Titans, right?
Yes.
So they're gonna, I guess
Yeah,
they're
well,
just gonna go
Ryan,
at it.
What would you say is like the part of the episode that really kind of got you the most?
Yeah, the takeaway for me, like, sadly, it wasn't Shadis and Magato dying together on that ship. It wasn't the Falco finally turning in the Jaw Titan. It was Mikasa just raining blood down with her old comrades, just straight up just murdering and murking all those Jaegerists. That was the real takeaway.
She had an
This was
inner
an action
monologue,
episode.
right?
Yep.
Where she was like, if we hesitate, we die. Or something along those lines. So
Yeah, they were doing that a lot of last episode, and then this episode was where they followed through on it. They're like, well,
Yeah.
the shit's hitting the fan. We might as well, we have to kill all of them or they'll kill us.
yeah.
And
Yeah, because Armin and Connie, they're like, I thought we were friends. And Connie's like,
Yeah, I mean, well, they are all friends. You know, the big thing about it is that, like, I think this is kind of one of the weird turns of the episode, like, of the whole season for me, is that I would figure that we would have more people on the fence about, you know, genocide, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're literally killing the whole world, and not a single other person in the entire Scouts is like, maybe this is wrong, other than, like, you know, clearly the people that are more on the God, what is our new bad guy's name? Our
Floke?
bad scout.
Loke,
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And he's definitely not dead. That's where I'm gonna leave my point at with that, because
he didn't look dead when he fell in
He's
the
not
water.
dead.
look dead. I don't remember what happens, but he does not
He
look
gets-
dead.
he gets the rocket over the ship and he's getting ready to
Mhm.
throw it, and then he gets clipped with
Gabby.
a bullet by the commander.
Or was it the commander? I thought it was Gabby.
Not the command. No, it wasn't. wasn't Gabby. It was the guy. Oh no, you're right, because the commander was the one that got the bomb set.
I don't remember who shot her. Or
Not the
who shot
commander. Fuck. What is the guy that trained them? Their trainer.
Yeah, Marlon.
Shadis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You mean Shadis or Magath?
The one, our original trainer, the one that trained our group.
Commander Shadis. Yeah.
Yes, Commander Shadis.
He came out of nowhere because he was as they were taking the ship and leaving, the other commander from Marlin was getting closed in on, and then Shadis came through and was like, and he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And they're like, "I'm gonna go destroy that ship." Count me in, bro.
Right. All right.
But yeah, he was.
Here we go. To help with my brain, dude, I've fucking pulled up the list of anime character names, so that way I fucking can remember them. Because like I remember them visually, but I can't remember their damn names.
I struggle too. But
But yeah, I guess what was your biggest takeaway, Zach?
I don't know. It was kind of like to me, a filler episode to show that like they're willing to kill motherfuckers, even if they trained with them and were friends with them, to stop Eren. Like they're willing to just go that far to do that, to basically stop Eren. They got over because they were talking about it before in the forest. And they're like, "Are you willing to kill your own men?" They're like, I don't know. And then this came to this, and they're like, "Fuck, we have to." So you know what they're willing to do to stop Eren. What about you?
Yeah, I would say that really what has taken it for me was the scene where it had both Rainer and Annie like standing right in front of all the rockets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember those first moments when we first got exposed to Annie and the Armored Titan, and how compared to like the original Scout team and stuff like that, and how far we've come, how really dismantled they made them feel. You know what I mean? I feel like that there was never a chance initially, and while there was still like plenty of ass kicking that happened, a lot of people died and stuff like that, you could tell that the Scouts have come so far in their like war against the Titans, which I thought was just a really cool like damn power dynamic to show that, dude, it's not as easy as it used to be anymore, right?
For the Titans, that is.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought that was very cool. And again, I would say I relate back to my original topic, which was I'm very shocked that there was very little amount of support for our main characters too. I would imagine that maybe even some of the Scouts that are even at the spot be like, you know what, you're right, I want to join the side of Eren, or I want to join the side with Armin and all this rest of the guys, right? So, or at least follow Commander Hodge. Like, Commander Hodge was your shit. It was this shit and still was the commander at the time, right? Not a single one of them holds loyalty. That kind of rubs me a little bit wrong to an extent.
Yeah, Eren kind of indoctrinated them like years before, though, as whatever his name said. He's like, I've known about this for like ever. You guys just didn't know. So they were indoctrinated a long time ago that shit was going to get to this point. So they're just like, they just want everyone on Paradise to live, but they've been basically indoctrinated by Eren.
Right.
Eren's basically put it in their heads like, hey, this is how it's going to be. I'm going to get the Founding Titan. And they're like, oh, I don't want to go against that guy. Shit. So yeah, it wasn't the best episode in my opinion, but it's leading up to some good shit.
We only got a couple episodes left, man. There better be some good shit.
Yeah, before
and that episode was still badass. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it was so cool.
It was, but
the art continues to deliver.
Yeah, it does. It looks really, really good. And then,
but plot-wise, they've definitely been dragging it out the past like 3 episodes.
Yeah,
it's been stretched.
Yeah,
at least they're feeding us those good action bits.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of is necessary for the story for them to go through all this. Like, they're not just gonna team up automatically and be like, yeah, let's go get Eren. They're gonna talk and go through that struggle. So
yep. And after all of that, we still don't even have a functional fucking flight craft. We got to take it all the way down to fucking get it fixed still. Like,
they
didn't even give us a conclusion on that,
Nope. They just sailed off. And then we want to talk about Gurren Lagann next.
Hell yeah.
Gurren Lagann.
So
Ryan finally finished it.
Yeah, I finished
Let's
it about a week and a
go.
half ago. Boy, it is an instant classic. Everything everyone said about it is absolutely true. Yours is the drill that will pierce the heavens.
Yep.
It will be burned in the back of my brain forever.
Yep.
Yes.
This is the story about a man who is yet to realize his fate.
Yep.
Kamina is maybe my single most favorite character right now in my brain.
Oh yeah.
It might
it's hard.
stay. Yeah, it's real tough.
Yeah.
More spoilers. We can get into real. We spoiled it last episode, so hopefully everybody's like still pissed off about that. But Kamina died, and nobody in the show got over it, and I'm still not over it. And
You never will really recover, honestly. That's a part of it that lives on in your heart forever.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. Like not halfway through the series, but like a third of the way through the series, he's like gone.
Dude,
But-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, it's kind of like what we said before I really started getting into it. The first episode is a metaphor for the trajectory of the series. They start underground, they end up above ground by the end of the episode. They build these bigger and bigger and bigger mechs that go up by like orders of magnitude, and then they end not galaxy wide, not universe wide, but like sub universe, like time and space start to lose all meaning kind of grand scale. It's insane. It's amazing.
Yeah. And the thing is that like the what's it called? Not drill power, but the what's it called?
The
spiral
energy.
power.
Mhm.
Yes, the spiral power
Yes.
is what's transforming the mechs. Because they take spiral power to run. That's kind of like their energy source. And then based on that, it just transforms them. That's why near the end, he just transformed into Giga Ultra Gurren Lagann. And
Galaxy Gurren Lagann.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he has a transformation after Galaxy Gurren Lagann.
That's right. Something universe Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they start throwing universes. Dude, I still remember that
And then they're
fight.
throwing the galaxies and they like slice into each other. The galaxy like, slice.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hell
I,
yeah.
I remember, dude, that fight is so memorable for me because like in the fight, the other spiral people that are trying to control all the other spirals, it's like, what are you going to do when the spiral nemesis comes? And Simon's like, we'll deal with it when we get there, but we at least want to live our lives and deal with it when we get there instead of being stuck underground and controlled. And then what's his name comes back or goes away, the
old
Spiral
king?
King. Yeah, the Spiral
Oh,
King is like he just posts up like this and he's like ha, and goes at him and gives Simone an opening. It's so cool.
It's awesome, man. It's incredible. And then it turns out that Simone's not the only one overflowing with spiral power. He finally inspires everybody else to be almost as powerful as he is, just overflowing with this spiral power, and they all egg each other on and are able to help
Dude,
each
the
other.
power of friendship, baby.
It's all about the power of it's so fucking wholesome. I love it.
And that's
I've been watching anime that's just too goddamn dark, and Gurren Lagann
Honestly,
is exactly
dude.
what I needed.
and like with Keaton when they were up in space and they were stuck in the underwater space, the heavy space, and Keaton found the core, and Keaton is like, well, time to go. And then he basically confesses his love to Yoko, and he goes Giga drill, and he's like, so this is spiral power, and then he dies.
Hell yes.
So he finally realized like he actually could do the spiral power too, like that.
Yep.
And then Buta gets him out of Buta's the little
That was
hamster
fucking
thing.
insane.
Yeah, he gets him because the anti-spiral, that's their name. I'm looking at the characters right now. The anti-spiral were like, we're gonna put you in an endless sleep, and that's where you go back to Simone and Kamina, and they're like robbing a thing, and he's like, wait, this doesn't seem real. And then he meets Kamina, and it's like, oh wow, you've grown taller. And Simone's like, yep, gotta go.
It's like
Yep.
you want to be with that Kamina, or you want to be with this
Yes.
Kamina?
Yeah.
It's like, hell yeah.
Right.
The other
Exactly.
commoners like bowing down, like, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And then they break out of that. Oh man, it's so
Ugh.
good. It just
incredible.
escalates. And then when they're fighting the anti-spiral, everyone on Earth can see them in like the sky fighting.
Yep.
That's the
got-
type of battle I hope to witness one day.
No, that would be fucking weird. If you look up
It'd
in
be
the sky
hor-
and you
it would be
see mechs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm down. That'd be
No,
rad.
dude. No, dude.
It would just be a fist that comes across the sky. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's like imagining the moon crushing into the Earth. That'd be wild.
No. I just want to watch it. I don't want it to have any effect on me.
You don't want that.
Yeah. Be
Just-
like from way the fuck out here.
Like,
I'm
if you
hoping
have
they're
a mech-
like,
If there's a mech the size of the sun, but it's as far away as the sun, then it's cool.
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Just hope the shockwaves don't reach Earth and mess with the.
Well,
Japan
Dude,
might go under.
It's an anime, man. It's an
that's
anime.
true. Yeah, if it happens in real life, it's an anime too.
Yeah, dude. It's if I get to have that type of realism in my life, then I want to make my own rules too. You know?
Yeah, and the crazy thing about Gurren Lagann is that it came out in 2007.
I know, dude. It's so old.
but holds up 100%, except for the fan service.
Yeah.
But it was a product of its time.
Well, the OVA of like the final stuff has actual nudity in it. So
Damn.
yeah,
At least
it's,
they went there.
it's a little bit.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
I think they really treated Yoko's character right by the end with her whole school teacher arc.
Uh-huh.
At least they gave it a shot to like flesh her out as a character by the end.
Yeah. And then she realized that she liked Kitan too.
Yep.
Because Kitan's a lot like Kamina, because they were the ones who met first, and they were a lot alike. So it's just a good anime. And I'm looking at this. Have you guys seen Code Geass?
Nope.
Have you
I've
seen
seen
it?
one episode.
You guys
seen
should
one
watch
episode.
it. I think you guys would really like it.
I love mechs. I know that it's got mechs.
It does have mechs. And
Excellent.
Lelouch is a big brain motherfucker.
Oh
And-
yeah, he's the chess guy.
Yeah. And they, I think a year or two ago, actually released like the actual ending within a movie, and it's pretty good. Because they had the 2 seasons, but there was supposed to be more, I guess. And then they finally released the movie, which kind of put it all to an end. So it had an the end of the second season was an ending, but people wanted more, of course. Just like people wanted to see Goku instead of Gohan during the Buu saga. So they made more. And it's a good anime. You guys should give that a try next. Oh, Thomas.
Yeah.
Did you watch Promare?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Tisk. Playing too
I
much.
know. I've been playing too much Diablo on my new PC, man. I've been
Hell
just
yeah.
loving it, man. So yeah, basically, for everybody to know, Zach helped me build a brand new computer, so I've been rocking that. It basically took about like 2 days to get everything, kind of all the bugs worked out and everything finalized.
Yeah,
But
issues.
yeah, it all ended up working out. I bought brand new basically everything except the power supply, and sure enough, my power supply just did not work. So
Whatever
replaced that
reason.
and the cables. Yeah, who would have thunk, right?
Yeah, because it worked just fine before.
Dude, computers suck, man. I
They're-
don't tell you.
They do weird things sometimes. Like I plugged
Yeah.
my USB-C into the wrong port, my whole PC shut
Oh.
off. So
Exactly.
That was a crisis for
that
like
was a
everyone.
crisis. I thought I
was
busted
legit
my
freaking out.
keyboard
Mhm.
and my
Well, it was
mouse.
weird because like you just had us on your phone, so it was like all of the Discord stuff was still happening, but we just got to watch the whole struggle happen.
Yeah, my face probably went like
Yep.
There was
a
no
few times.
yeah, for sure.
You know.
hmm But yeah, so Diablo has been taking over my life. Not necessarily because of like I really enjoy the game. I've been having a ton of fun with it. Like, don't get me wrong, Diablo 3 is pretty fun. But mostly it's because this week has been slow at work. So it's a game I can pause while working, which is very nice.
So, did you get boosted to 70?
Now I'm on my own grind, doing it myself.
Dude, I just joined like some like clan thing that or like whatever they're called, and I'm like looking for boost to 70, and some person with Paragon 1000 will pop you in group and run you through and get you to 70 in like 10 minutes.
See, I don't like playing with anybody right now. I'm just enjoying like
Are you doing the
rolling
story?
and doing my own thing. No, I'm just doing the. So I like this adventure mode thing they've added
Yeah.
to the game. Super fun because I've
Yeah.
beaten the story like 4 fucking times.
Mhm.
Every time, it's basically like my callback game. Every time I'm sitting there, I'm like, God, dude, I'm so bored of all my games. What am I gonna play? Well, I always can load up Diablo 3 and be happy
Yeah.
with it.
That's true. I remember
Mindless.
when we got Diablo 3 when it came out. I had just recently moved back to Missouri, and we were playing the beta, remember? And we were farming the first boss for the rings because
Yeah.
the mobs leading up to the first boss in the beta was the only place to get rings.
Hell yeah.
And we were playing, and it came out, and you bought it for me actually, because you and Arturo were playing it, and I was like, I want to play it, and I was like, I don't have a job yet. You're like, I'll buy it for you. So you bought it. That was back when you were in the military.
I know. You never called me your sugar daddy either, dude.
Did you play Diablo 3, Ryan?
Nope. I have it.
So, Thomas,
I
did
don't-
you
we could
ever
always
sell
reroll
anything
and
on the
play
Real
again.
Money Auction House?
Nah, I never did any of that stuff. I don't
Me
really
either.
care about actually making money when I'm playing my games.
Bro,
like, honestly,
people made some cash on that.
dude, people make a ton of cash playing a lot of games, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
one thing I didn't realize how much money people were making doing it is boosting counts in League of Legends to Diamond. Dude,
Mhm.
I would have made so much money if I knew what the hell I was doing. Like,
Back in
God,
the
I'm so
day, yeah.
stupid.
Apparently, ones that are in iron. So for those who don't
Yeah.
know, in League of Legends, the iron is the lowest, and then challenger's the highest. It's harder to get to iron than these other ranks.
You have to suck real bad.
Yeah.
But the big thing about it is that people are like purposefully tanking because getting an
Mhm.
iron 4 count is really hard to do. You basically baseline if you come out of the rank system. We'll always start like mid bronze,
Mhm.
and if you have to lose your way down. You know,
And
that
bronze
grind
is right
can be
above
hard.
iron.
And you
And
have people purposefully trying to lose.
yeah,
So you just have to feed 24/7 for like
Well,
weeks to get to iron.
that's the thing. You have to make it look like you're not intentionally feeding, or you'll get banned. So it's a fine line.
Micro-block.
You have to make it look like you're just a shit player instead of just running it down mid and just losing.
That's fucking hilarious.
Because then you get reported and you get banned. So you kind of have to walk that fine line. And if you're like a somewhat decent player, I couldn't do it, bro. I can't. I'm not that good to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't know how to lower my skill.
Honestly, the level of retardation just gets so bad. Like, I just can't
Yeah.
fucking help myself. Like,
Do you watch
So
videos
pain.
of people spectating Iron 4?
yes.
No,
Yes,
dude.
I have.
It's hilarious. What these people do is so funny. Even
I
in
just am
gold.
convinced they don't have hands. I know, I'm in gold, dude. Believe me. Like, for as high as I used to be, dude, I have fallen. But yeah, dude, it's been one wild ride.
yeah,
But honestly, what I need to do is get into Elden Ring. Everybody's been telling me about it,
Bro.
and Ryan, I know that you are
Fucking
obsessed right now.
play it. Seth has been playing it. I told Arturo to get it. He's considering it. He'll
Okay.
probably get it on PS4, but I have it on PC. You should get it on
Is
PC.
it cross compatible?
Unfortunately, no. Only
whatever.
within
fine.
families. So like PS4 and PS5 can play together, etc.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
but you can still use it. You can always get a controller and like a Bluetooth module, Thomas, for your PC. And then if you have a PS5, PS4 controller, you can use that
Oh, cool.
on PC. Yeah.
I've got this nice wired controller that actually wasn't very expensive, like the old gen
Mhm.
Xbox One wired controller. It actually
You can
feels
use those
really
too.
And does that like still feel like, how does it compare in comparison to playing it on PC and stuff like that? Have you tried using the PC controls?
Oh, with
People don't.
mouse and keyboard? It's
Yeah.
not. I don't think it would be built for it. Some insane people do play Monster Hunter and like Dark Souls with mouse and keyboard. It's not. I don't think it's built for it. It's
Oh,
insane.
Oh, really?
You can make it work, but controller's a lot better.
Okay.
A whole lot better.
I guess the game's designed to be on controller, right? So it makes
Yeah,
sense.
you
It-
want to be able to move in more than 8 directions
Mhm.
Yeah.
um,
That's
relative to the camera. Yeah.
Give
exactly.
me 1 second. My computer knows that it is past the time and is now toned down into yellow. Turn this shit back up.
Ooh.
Yep.
Are you using
Now you guys are
Flex?
seeing my crimson glow. No, I have a my Windows does it naturally.
Oh.
Uh huh.
Whoa, bro.
Yo, dude, I'm fucking sick.
Whoa, man, totally gnarly, bruh.
Definitely get Elden Ring, man. It's
Yeah.
it's the game of a generation.
That
Truly.
is what I have heard.
Yeah.
What's really funny is the creators of like Forbidden West, Horizon Forbidden, whatever the fuck it's called. They were like
Horizon.
salty that Elden Ring was so successful.
Really?
Yeah, because the new Horizon game came out. Horizon.
I think it came out 2 weeks after Elden Ring, or maybe the week
Forbidden
after.
West, yeah. And no one was playing it because they were playing Elden Ring. And some of the developers played it and were like, why do people like this? And even a Blizzard dev for World of Warcraft tweeted, he's like, I'm playing Elden Ring, and he's like, why do people play this shit? This sucks. It's like none of these people understand that are in like game development and stuff. Like they're confused because they're like, it's a hard game to play, but people really like it. Our game is blah blah blah. Why don't people like it? Because
Yeah, I mean,
they just don't get it.
well, I think that what it really boils down to in a lot of cases is that sometimes you're just unlucky, dude. And
Yeah.
if you happen to be released around another time that a game that is really badass is coming out, then
Yeah.
you just get overshadowed. And your game might be really kick ass. It could, in theory, be just as fucking good, right? But if you don't do really good on your marketing and don't do really good diligence on making sure that you're not competing, well then I'm sorry, you're equally at fault. So I don't feel any sympathy, even though the game could be really good, right?
Yeah, and Elden Ring has been hyped. I've never played a Dark Souls game or Bloodborne, none of that stuff. But Elden Ring's been hyped up for the past couple of years, hasn't it, Ryan?
Oh yeah, for sure. The hype
Yeah.
train has been going nonstop.
Yeah.
Like, how are you a game developing company and you don't even think about to look at your competitors that are going to be releasing games? Like, that's just ridiculous, honestly.
Well-
You live under a rock.
Dark Souls was always a niche game, always, and for whatever reason, Elden Ring just hit this perfect stride where it had its niche, but then it just went super mainstream. None of the other I think Dark Souls 3 was really close to becoming super mainstream, but the other two were super niche. But
And the smart thing is that it was a new IP. It also had George R. Martin's name attached to it.
Yep.
True.
And that was actually a big selling point for fantasy nerds.
It-
For the story,
Yeah.
even though the story in Souls games is like indecipherable,
but this one's a little bit more linear with the story, right? Like it makes a lot more sense rather than like
it's trying to be, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so.
because
It's
Dark
trying to be
Souls
less ambiguous.
It still is incredibly ambiguous, though. Fair warning.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
not a lot to latch onto. You still need to dig into like item descriptions and characters speak in like riddles all the time. It's very weird.
but not as bad as Dark Souls 3 because
Not
I've
as
watched
bad.
people play Dark
Oh,
Souls
Dark Souls
3.
2 is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Souls 3?
Yeah, Dark Souls 3, it's like you're the blah blah blah. Okay. And then he kills the last guy. Now you're the blah blah blah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Elden Ring is. It's like get the Elden Ring, become the Elden Lord. That's it.
But there's people that you can actually talk to that make a little bit more sense from what I've gathered about the story. Whereas in Dark Souls 3, you talk to him and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? you gotta go pick up.
You gotta go get your fucking wall and start drawing out all the clues
Yeah.
to see if you can connect people to who.
Exactly right. Yeah, people on
You're
the
right.
internet are still speculating about what exactly was going on in like Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3, piecing it together. Yeah.
But honestly, dude, I feel like to kind of build on that point you brought up earlier, Zach, I feel like that, yes, Dark Souls was a really niche, probably for Dark Souls 1 and 2, but the games took so much popularity, especially I think when like Sekiro came out, because that game was so much more like
Yeah.
insane. Like the level
That's
of difficulty brought it up to so high that it got everybody's attention. Like, whoa, these games are so ridiculous, right? That I
Yeah.
think that Dark Souls 3 and now Elden Ring have kind of really brought it up to the point where it is a mainstream game, dude. It is like a staple, and people are going to be looking forward to always the newest expansion of it. So you better keep it on your calendar if you're a game developer. Like, don't compete with these guys.
And see, Dark Souls 3 came out in 2016, and then their next was Sekiro. And
yeah.
I think what made Sekiro really good was it was like a Souls game, But like apparently the historical accuracies of Sekiro are really good, and like the scenery is like super well made, and like the world is accurate to the time that the character is in, like impressively so that even I think if I remember, people from Japan were like praising it for getting everything so correct about the history and stuff.
That's
Yep,
awesome.
it's a history. It's also the culture. Like they were, I believe it was based on Japanese mythology as well. Like the
Mm-hmm.
different oni that were in it, the different demons.
Yeah. And so
That
like
and
go ahead.
oh, that and the combat system. The combat
Yes.
system, it is truly unique. Like it is so awesome.
Have you
It's
played
and it
it?
feels I've played a little bit, but also Jacob plays the crap out of it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I watch him play it a ton. But the big thing is that like when you do really badass things in that game, you really do feel like I
Yeah.
earned that and I've fucking nailed it, right?
Yeah.
I
Which
heard
is cool.
I heard this great take from somebody on a podcast that Sekiro is a rhythm game. It
Yes.
really is flows like a rhythm game
That's awesome.
because the
It's
combat is a
100%
lot more
true.
fast paced than like Dark Souls. You're not really like watching your enemy and biding your time. You're more feeling your enemy's movements. You're more in a rhythm and a flow than in like Dark Souls.
And they translated that into Elden Ring a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So because Dark Souls is known for like what you said being a little bit more slow paced, and then Sekiro's a little bit more fast paced, and Elden Ring's like looks like it's in like kind of the middle.
Yeah, it really feels like the game developers looked at the two and were like, "Oh God, we found the sweet spot.
We
Let's
found the
go."
system.
I'm sad because I haven't been able to play it for like 2 weeks. Like I've just been doing nothing but homework and like work and
Are you
watching
still in
anime.
school?
And yeah, I'm taking a couple classes.
For what?
So there's a class on SQL, structured query language, the basic tabular database language, and then a
What?
class on SQL. It's like a programming language,
Oh.
but it's for communicating with databases. And
Okay.
then CCNA 1, which is the first class for Cisco certified networking associate. So like network engineering.
Oh,
industry
for Cisco
certification.
stuff.
Yep,
Cisco
stuff.
certs.
Routers,
Okay.
switches, firewalls, cybersecurity.
That's dope.
Yeah, this is not a tech podcast.
No. But our
yeah,
our friend is into IT, and then Thomas's brother is into IT, and
If I had to be completely honest with you, I think that IT is the way to be in, man. Like that's what I'm trying to transition my current job into. Because right now I deal with minor IT. I'm basically like construction worker IT. I bring a laptop to work every day to random construction job sites to make lights work. But there's a whole nother back end of this, which is all of the software and the fucking the actual networking side of it, which I would
Yeah.
be really more into. And honestly, it's where you make the big money at too.
Mhm.
So you could take those skills and go anywhere with them. So dude, praise it, keep doing it. IT is where it's at.
network engineering's huge. They say like you can start at like 60 or something with your first job in network engineering, 60 grand, and then within 4 years you'll double your income.
Yep.
Within another 2 years after that, you might double your income again if you really like put in the work.
as long as
So,
you
like,
just have to get the certs and keep up on them, and as long as
Exactly.
your certs like repertoire is like this and not like this, the money will keep flowing.
Yeah,
See,
and
that's
keep
that's not true.
recertifying
That's
and-
not totally true though. I mean, people just want experience. Like that's really what it boils down to. Is that
You're right.
like if as long as you show that you have experience in doing something, it doesn't fucking matter about certs. Like certs are just to get you in the door. But if you have a resume that says you're in the door, then you're already there, right?
But some of the higher level stuff require
It's kind of both.
certs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
So
No, it
once you
doesn't, man.
get the baseline certs and you get in, then you just need to get certs if you want to raise your level of security or income. Basically, you have to
Yeah.
get those certs, and then you're here, and then these certs don't really matter anymore.
Right.
It's like a
Definitely
leap
like
forward.
secret clearance and top secret clearance, like those are the big ones. Those are the ones that only really matter though, is kind of what I'm saying. Because as long as you show and have a way to prove that you know what the hell you're talking about, certs literally all it is confirmation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need confirmation to convince you that I'm a good employee. Like that's
Are you sure?
where you're do you know what you're
I'm fine.
talking about?
I'm
Like
messing
can you
with you.
sit there and
Yeah.
talk about your job? Then yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it.
But
And I
that's the
think-
weird thing about technology is companies can justify paying you less if you don't have those pieces of paper. That's really another thing about but no, you're right. Definitely primary is relevant experience doing the actual thing, and then the piece of paper is very much secondary, but it's still, I think, a part of the equation somewhat.
I could actually link this to flooring. So I was a flooring installer. I started at 18 with my dad, and then I kind of fell off and then went back to it a few years ago before I injured my shoulders. And so there is a class you can take for flooring. There's a beginner's class and a master's class. And it's just about how to do flooring, how to use a kicker, a power stretcher, putting seams together. Seams is like when the pieces of carpet, you need two pieces, and then you put them together and then make it to where you can't see that it's two pieces of carpet. So like I took the beginner's class. I didn't pass because I was 18. I didn't really know what I was doing. I never used a power stretcher or some of the tools that they had us use. My dad passed his master's class like immediately, and he had his master's thing. But the thing is, he didn't really need it because my dad started doing, at that point, was doing flooring for 30 years. So he had like the certificate saying he's a master, and you had to pay $200 each year to keep it. But he didn't need it because you just looked at his work and you could say, oh, he's really good.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what happened with me. After a year of being a helper, I went on my own at the company that I was working for, and I had people helping me, and I was teaching them how to do flooring at the age of 25. So, and I was better than, and some of these guys were like, I've been doing flooring for 30 years. And I come in, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop.
Yeah.
Like,
I always feel like the hard part about getting more and more specialized, like whether it's IT, flooring, construction, whatever, right, is that the real truth is that the money is in management, man. Because management is where you get to, like, operations manager, you do it to CEO level. That's where you can get all of those, because that shows that you have management skills. You're not just a specialized worker, right? Being a specialized worker can still make you a shit ton of money, but those are like our two pillars. You have management or you have specialist, right? And I think that that's always the hard balance to find, because dude, I want to be a specialist because I don't like dealing with people, but I need people, dude. If I don't have people in my life, I lose my freaking mind.
Yeah, I couldn't see you being like a software engineer and just like staring at a computer for
just a
8
coder
hours.
or something like that, man.
exactly.
Like,
I couldn't do that.
God.
I'd love. Oh, I would thrive in that, but
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. That's
you just have a calendar that's like, hey, due dates here, 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 and here, and then just like, all right, yeah, I can fill those boxes. Go for it.
Yeah, like I see people, like if I'm on site, that might be cool. But if I see people at lunch, I can hang out, like interface, and then back to the grind for 4 more hours. Like I'd be totally cool with that.
Damn, dude.
Just grind in front of a computer for, yeah, I'd love that.
That's awesome, though.
Distractions tear apart my like work flow.
Oh, okay.
Like, distractions are really, having people around is really tough when I need like focus time. That's how I work.
That explains why you haven't been able to play Elden Ring with all the homework.
For real.
I'm a little different. I like being alone most of the time in my personal life, but at work, I like being around people because I just like to fuck. Dude, I get bored. Like my last job was phone calls, and I just get so bored sitting there. And I just loved to fuck with people and just talk the shit, or like listening in on their call, listening to them getting chewed out for no reason, and then just peeking over and just laughing my ass off. Like I love that shit. So like
camaraderie is huge.
Doing it at home, because we did go home. I literally just did this when I wasn't on a call. Put my feet up, had my TV right there, and I just, got a phone call. Thank you for calling. Dude, it was so boring. It was so boring, but each person's different. Some people like to just be completely secluded, and they work better that way.
That's why we need all of you to continue to listen to us and eventually subscribe to our Patreon, so we no longer have to work our shitty jobs and can just talk to you guys forever.
I technically don't have I have a job, but I don't have a job.
Dude,
all just
good, man.
Take care of my mom.
I think you can put what you do on your resume.
I can. Yeah, I'm a caregiver. So whenever I get my mom's medication, my title is caregiver.
Shit, dude, I just need to write up your resume on computer work for just 2 seconds, and then have you talk jargon about computers to a stranger, and I guarantee you I can get you a job paying like $50K.
Yeah.
That guy will be like, whoa, this guy knows computers. I need him on my team tonight, like tomorrow.
I know a lot about diagnosing hardware. When it comes
That's
to
good.
software and networking, I don't like networking because when I went to ITT Tech, I'm like, this subnet shit, I don't want to do this.
I can teach you that in 2 hours. Zach.
Yeah, dude,
In
it's
2
easy
hours,
as
and
Oh,
fuck,
could you
man.
teach? Could you teach IPv6 subnetting?
Yeah, it's even easier.
Oh, okay.
Everything's
is.
gotten
IPv6
everything's way idiot proof now, man.
It's weird how IPv6 is just ugly as shit,
Yeah.
and that's its only problem. It's better in every way than IPv4 is the weirdest thing.
See, 10 years ago when I went to ITT Tech, IPv6 was a thing, but it was not implemented anywhere. And I remember teachers being like, IPv6 is not implemented because it's a pain in the ass. And he's like, it's a pain in the ass because it's a lot longer, and we're trying to subnet it, and it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah,
And
but wasn't that like a decade ago?
Yeah, that was literally a decade ago.
That's why, dude. The tech has gotten insane, man.
Okay, yeah, most every single cell phone communicates over the public internet via IPv6 address, and 50% of Germany's in-use IPv6 addresses over time, no, all addresses are IPv6. 50% of addresses in use. Can you hear my dog whining?
No.
No, you're good, bro.
I can.
Do you hear me
Here, buddy.
whining?
I'm gonna let him out real quick. You guys.
Yeah,
pick him
you
up
gotta
too.
hang on. Dog cam shot. Dog cam shot.
All right,
Let's
dog cam shot.
Show us the dog.
give us the dog. We need
want
it.
the dog. Yeah, I like it in my background. You can just see a belt.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a puppy.
You wanna go out?
He wants to play.
Mhm.
See, when I went
Now
to
you're
ITT
giving-
Tech, I was under I was told, because I told them, I like hardware. I like building, and I like fixing computers. Building and fixing is what I want to do.
Quick. Sorry, I'm gonna feed him real quick. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
go
this is
ahead.
totally derailing
All,
while we're
all
recording.
good,
You're
dude.
good, bro.
He needs that attention.
Cool.
But I was told that it's hardware building, computers diagnosing. Then I get in there and I'm like, what is this networking shit? I was
Yeah.
lied to.
Nah,
was
you have
actually
to do
lied to.
both. You can't just not do networking is the kind of the thing. And it can be a pain in the ass, like don't get me wrong. But honestly, dude, it's not that complicated. And the hardware side is the easy stuff, dude. Like come on, you could do that in your sleep nowadays, I feel like.
Yeah. I don't have a help desk like on my resume, but over my course of years, like when I was helping you fix yours, basically
Yeah,
help desk
exactly.
experience.
Seriously, okay, like I shit you not, I was sitting there working on my computer. And I put like a full day into it because I like to know I like to know my shit works. I like knowing exactly the in and out. I read the manual 6 times,
Of his
and I was
motherboard.
just like, what is going on with my PC right now? I can't get this freaking motherboard to power up. Watched a ton of YouTube videos. Call up Zach. Fucking, he works with me for like 4 hours. Shit you not, just like IT tech support. It's perfect. But we got through it, man.
Yeah.
And put me on the right course.
I was
and now
asking
we're
him
fixed.
dumb questions. He's like, I know what you're
Dude.
doing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I have to ask, bro. And then
got
one
it.
of them, he's
Did-
like, my hard drives aren't working. And he just got a new power supply. And I was like, wait, did you plug in the power from the power supply that's plugged into the wall into the hard drive? Or is the old power supply that's not working plugged in? He's like, you're right. You finally got me with it.
Yeah, no. I was like, he ain't gonna get me with any of these dumb IT questions.
Nope.
I'm bulletproof, baby. I read that manual 6 times.
I got him.
Damn it.
I got him. Oh, man. But I'm glad that it's working now and not having any problems.
Dude, me too. I cannot like what's really blows me away more than anything else. And it's funny, I knew that it was gonna be insane when I thought about it a little bit more. But I make the parallel of when I upgraded my phone for the first time.
Mhm.
When I upgraded my phone for the first time, I had this phone that was like from before 2010. It was like a 2008, like I don't know. It was really just a piece of shit. But I kept it forever because it was free.
Smartphone?
And yeah, it was a smartphone still.
Yeah.
Touchscreen. But yeah, man, it was just old as fuck, and it just barely worked. I was like scraping by. Finally, I broke the screen. I was like, all right, I gotta upgrade. And then I remember when I upgraded, I was like, wow, this thing's faster than my computer. Like, what the hell? That's insane. So I knew going into it as soon as I upgraded to this motherboard, like what you told me, and just looking at some of the specs, I was like, this is gonna like blow me away.
Yeah.
I cannot I cannot believe the difference.
Yeah. Well, and just so people know, he went from a FX 6300 from like 2009 AM3 Plus motherboard to a Ryzen 5800X and a old R7 or R7 270 GPU or
Yeah, I think that
or an
sounds right.
R5 270.
Oh no, it was the what was it? It was the 560. God, what
Oh,
is
the
it?
560. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
A
The Radeon
560
560. Yeah,
to a
Radeon
6600.
RX.
So huge huge IPC for the processor. Like his camera is not lagging anymore. It's smooth. Everything. It actually has higher quality too. It looks a lot better.
Yeah, what's wild is that I just looked it up on Radeon 80 or 5600 on AMD. I pull it up. It doesn't even pull up on their fucking website really
Yeah,
anymore.
they don't make drivers for it anymore. Yeah, so
Like I could get all the base specs and stuff, but dude, it's not. Yeah, it's crazy.
You have to buy it used, just like.
So in other words, I have a relic, and you should buy it on eBay. I'll set the list in the description below, or you can buy it on Patreon.
No, listen. If anyone buys a 6300 FX 6300 on an AM3 Plus with DDR3 and a 560, they're high.
Listen. Thomas is gonna sign the outside of the. Wait, do you have an old tower? Or is
Oh
it the
no,
same tower?
I kept my shell. My shell's nice, but I will
well,
sign
you gotta sign
the
the card.
fans
Yeah.
with mine, and I'll mail it to each one of you guys. I'll bring it to Ryan's house, and I'll mail it to Zach, and we'll put all of our signatures on it, and then we'll sell it.
Boom,
Yeah.
intangible value.
Yeah,
Look at that, dude.
So cool, bro. Sick, dude.
Yo, man.
An R7 560. Whoa.
Yeah, you think we would have a better
Retro.
time selling like our underwear or something like that? We can get on
Yeah.
that.
Actually, I think your 560 is better than my R9 380.
Do you? I can send it to you if you want it.
I'll have to do some research if it is or
Yeah,
not.
let me know. I can for sure send it to you.
Yeah,
it's in a box in my garage right now. So.
Yeah, dude, my friend from Canada sent me this R9 380.
Oh really?
Yeah.
God
So-
damn, dude.
I'm just taking on all the hand-me-downs.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the good life right there.
That's the kind of market we're in for GPUs
Yeah.
in general.
Honestly, though.
Dude.
Oh my god.
They're starting to
Everybody's
fall
got
down because
thank
Thomas got his 6600 about $70 over what it's supposed to cost. So that's
They're-
actually really good.
I think it was you saying this, right, Zach? It's finally ASICs are finally
Mhm.
dominating the market on
Mhm.
crypto mining.
Dude, I saw
Don't
RTX
need GPUs
3060s, 3060s, which are retail about $400 in stock at Best Buy for $540, and people on eBay are still trying to get 700.
Dude,
Damn.
buy
At
'em
the
and flip
pri-
'em.
The prices are coming down. No, because everyone
Oh,
that's
terrible.
interested in them are gonna look. I mean, it's still like what 50% almost over MSRP, but it's better than literally 100%. So prices are falling down finally. So like people are gonna be able to get these 3060s, and dude, the aftermarket once Ethereum changes to proof of stake, dude, there's gonna be so many RX 580s on the market. There's going to be a whole bunch of 3060s and 3070s on the used market for just throwaway money.
Dude, I can see you salivating already, man.
Listen,
Can't fucking wait, baby.
I can't even play Lost Ark or Diablo 2 Resurrected with my GPU. I can't. I tried, dude. It's not possible.
See, that's why I don't think that me sending my graphics card to you is gonna help any, because like
Yeah.
realistically, I was struggling on that thing too, dude.
But your
But
processor
at the
was
same
shit.
time, yes, exactly.
makes
So
a
it could be
difference.
better now.
Yes, that does make a difference, trust me, because if your processor is bottlenecking your GPU, then your GPU can't work to its fullest because your processor's waiting for the stuff to go, or your GPU's waiting for the CPU to send it, and it's like, hey, I'm kind of chilling here. So it won't work as well. It happens. But yeah, I'll do some research and we'll figure it out. All
Cool
right.
beans.
What else do you guys want to, we're at almost an hour.
Well,
got
we cannot
improv.
get done with our episode without doing some improv, baby.
Okay.
We got to
Okay.
get that back in. That was so fun last time.
All right.
A
Well,
little bit of one word at a time story.
Yeah, let's do one word at a time, and then after we do a round or two of that, then let's do fortunately, unfortunately.
Okay.
We'll explain that when we get there. But yeah. So I guess just like last time, right?
Great.
Okay.
Do we want a theme?
So we are
Or we
going
could just
to,
both.
yeah, for everybody that wasn't there last time, it's a one word at a time. So we're doing one word per person, and we're gonna try to make a story. We start with once, and then when we come to the conclusion of the story, we end with the moral of the story is. And the moral of our story last time was what?
Jerk off more.
Just
Or boners.
No, just get hard.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Just
So
get
I
hard.
think that's where we should start with our first story, dude.
What? Just get hard.
Hell yeah, that's our theme. We're gonna build on that,
All
and then
right.
we'll go to another.
Who wants to start?
once
There,
Was.
a
man,
Who.
could
only,
Erect.
his
penis,
Sometimes.
he
would,
Salivate.
and
ejaculate,
Everything.
he
was,
Somewhat.
incompetent,
at,
Ejaculating.
it
made,
The.
floor
extra,
Crispy.
when
the,
Ejaculation.
would
hit,
Him.
it
also,
Would.
make
him,
Gag.
the
moral
Of.
the
story,
Is.
when
you
Ejaculate.
you
never.
Gag.
great job guys.
That
Good
was-
first effort.
That was not our best word.
Good first effort.
I was reaching. I
Warmed
was.
up. Whew.
I was trying.
Let's
do
go.
We can do some
That's right.
vocal
We'll get the
warm-ups,
rest
too.
off. Get the rest off. We're feeling good now.
All right. Let's do a few red leather, yellow leather.
That's right.
Red leather, yellow leather.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Wow. I know that because of Pokemon. Because Meowth did that in an episode where he learned how
Oh.
to speak English.
Oh
that's
man,
cute.
in theater we had to do these tongue twisters all the time. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember.
Pickled peppers.
Hmm?
That's an easy one.
Nope. I don't do tongue twisters.
Why not?
Because my tongue twists very easily.
Because I've got a twistable tongue.
Yeah.
You must be
exactly.
great with the ladies, dude.
What did you like to know?
Ew.
All right. So what's our next one? Theme.
I think that our best work was the one. Oh, we did school. That was where we popped off.
Dating.
Dating. Once.
Upon.
A
Time.
There.
was
A.
Girl.
she
Had.
Interesting.
features
There.
Was.
a
Man.
Who.
had
Knots.
Say not.
Not is what I meant to say.
Who had
Oh,
not.
not?
Yeah, who had not.
Seen.
her.
Features.
The.
Next
Day.
Her.
Mother.
Found.
A.
Sock.
Sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. Found a sock. Is that what I've got it?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
And
The.
Mother.
asked.
Why.
She.
Had.
A.
Sock.
There.
Was.
A.
Moment.
When.
She.
Thought.
The.
Sock.
Wasn't.
Hers.
Scandalous.
I think it's dog's bark.
The.
Mom.
Thought.
That.
This.
Sock.
Had.
Some.
Features.
Interesting.
She.
Grabbed.
But.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Some of the stuff you guys are saying is not matching up. I said she grabbed, and you said unfortunately. I don't know where to go from there. What'd you say,
Just
Thomas?
keep rolling.
We
I
can
said
we can salvage
unfortunately.
this, Zach. We got this.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Thomas?
Yeah, we're on a good one. I said unfortunately. She grabbed, unfortunately.
Her.
Own.
Features.
That.
She.
Thought.
Were.
The.
Clues.
To.
Finding.
Out.
Whose.
Sock.
This.
Was.
Ultimately.
There.
Sometimes.
What was?
Hold on. Ultimately, sometimes. Ultimately, sometimes. What?
You got listen. It works. You just gotta use
That'd
your
be good.
use your
You're
fucking
fucking
brain. It works.
Good.
It works. It works.
We got this.
Wait, what was your? What was yours, Ryan? Ultimately, there
Ultimately.
sometimes.
There was sometimes. Oh right, it's on me. God damn it. A.
Ultimately, there's sometimes a. Wait,
This
that was
could
your
make
word,
sense.
a?
A.
Okay. Sometimes. Sometimes a clue.
About.
Whose.
Sock.
Really.
It.
Is.
The moral or the
Moral.
Of.
the
Story.
Is.
to
Never.
Forget.
whose
Sock.
Your.
holding.
Excellent.
Dude,
Out.
I hate you both.
Congratulations,
So
guys.
fucking
How did it get worse the second time?
I know. I don't know how we got so
You guys,
awful.
so I was trying to
okay,
go
so-
for like, hold on. I was
Okay,
trying to
I wanna
go
hear this.
for the girl had the features and she met a man and then her mom found a sock and then something along the lines of seeing her features on the sock and then pretending something with the man. That's where I was trying to lead it to. But you guys, I don't know where you guys went.
I was thinking that the sock was evidence of some features, actions that may have been used.
What features?
Her features, you fucking fool! You know what I mean?
What are you gonna do?
Girl's got some features.
Yeah, but like,
Trying to use
you can't
those
hide
features.
that.
And yeah, but I'm saying like a mystery sock on the ground, you fool.
Yeah, that wasn't hers.
Hell yeah, it was the man's.
It was
And
the
the mama
man's.
found
But we
out.
didn't even go there.
It was tough to bring that back in. It's
Yeah,
really
it was.
tough
It was
to, like,
definitely. We were fishing
form
pretty
this-
hard
I
though.
blame Ryan.
forming a sentence between three. Yeah, okay.
I
I
was
blame Ryan.
lagging too, so I will
Zach,
admit that did throw my
ultimately
rhythm off a little
sometimes-
bit.
Yeah, I did because
Ultimately-
ultimately sometimes like when you find a
Ultimately,
sock, it's not always yours. Something along
No.
those lines.
I was gonna say.
Ultimate-
Okay, no. Here's what I was gonna say. Ultimately, it had turned out. I did ultimately to bring us back together. Oh, yeah. Blame me.
It was
you can
so
blame
funny,
me.
dude. I was
No,
dying.
it's okay. I tried to ring it in. We all tried to ring it into what we were thinking, but then it just imploded because we went
Yes.
from person with features, man, mom, sock.
I heard of a variant of this game for next time. We probably won't do another one tonight.
All right.
What, you're not feeling it after that last one?
Now that I say that, we could. But there's a
Hell yeah.
variant where you can do 3 words at a time.
Oh, I'm down
Okay.
for that.
I hear it's not easier. It's just
No.
different.
I assumed it'd be way harder, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
more
that'd be
words makes it
fun.
more complicated.
Yeah.
So what is this
Oh.
other game?
Yeah,
Oh,
so the other
fortunately-
game, fortunately, unfortunately. So to how to play, it's pretty simple. One player makes a statement starting with fortunately. So fortunately, I got an accounting job that I applied for. Then the next improviser continues with the narrative, unfortunately, making an unfortunate statement based off of the original. And we keep going until the story reaches some kind of conclusion.
Okay, so like, fortunately, with these gas prices going up, I got a full tank.
Unfortunately, that tank is full of semen.
Fortunately, it's all of my semen.
But unfortunately, semen and gasoline engines, they don't really work out too well.
Fortunately, I've devised a new type of engine that will run on semen.
Unfortunately, I am out of semen.
Yours was unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately,
But
I'm
fortunately-
out of semen.
Fortunately,
I'm not sure how it ends.
hold on. Fortunately, hold on. Fortunately, I came to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
Unfortunately, I can't kick ass.
Fortunately, I know some people that can kick ass.
Fortunately, I know some people that can kick. Oh my! But unfortunately, that doesn't help with the semen in my tank.
Fortunately, I've hired someone to full-time extract semen from me so I can get more.
Unfortunately, he uses his hands.
But fortunately, his hands are so good at it that he can also help me make the engine that uses semen.
I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, baby. That was a good
I was
That was
trying to
good.
go for like, because you said I'm all out of semen, and that just reminded me I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, but I'm all out of gum.
I thought that's what you were gonna say, right? I thought you were gonna say, unfortunately, I'm all out of gum.
No.
I'm all out of...
That's why I was like sitting there thinking, how can I make
Yeah.
this work? But
That was good though. That one was fun.
yeah,
I think we're
We're gonna
getting
try
the
one more
brain
round.
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead. Start, Thomas.
Okay. Fortunately, I woke up super early this morning.
But unfortunately, I left my underwear at home.
Fortunately, I found some underwear in the middle of the street.
Unfortunately, there was a bit of skid marks on them.
But fortunately, those skid marks, they're a little faded, so I wore them anyways.
Unfortunately, it was raining while I was picking them out of the street.
Fortunately, I really like moist underwear.
But unfortunately, these were a little too tight. So I had my brain.
I had my brain.
I had swamp ass while wearing them.
Was that unfortunately? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they were so tight, the bottom of my ball sack didn't chafe.
Unfortunately,
Is that a problem, people?
it constricted the blood flow from all of my privates because they were so tight.
But fortunately, thanks to the constriction, when I had got a boner, it made it bigger.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I was in the middle of a playground.
Fortunately, I can run really fast.
But unfortunately, I had also forgotten my shoes on this day.
Fortunately, I found out I could fly.
Unfortunately, so could the cops.
Fortunately,
Flashbang.
these underwear that I found have magical powers.
Unfortunately, they're also terribly cursed.
Fortunately, the curse only made it so I could only fly backwards.
Fortunately,
Unfortunately?
no, unfortunately, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it only can make me fly backwards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fortunately, my severe dyslexia has me see the world backwards. So to me, it's like flying normal.
I don't know, guys.
The moral of the story is
The moral, the...
Wait, we're on the wrong one. What are you guys doing?
of
Just go with it.
The
Story,
is
to
just
pick
dyslexic
people,
to
have
super
flying.
powers.
excellent.
Boom! Drop the mic. Let's go.
Wait, why did we just switch?
Sorry,
Okay,
Zach,
this was
I
fun.
didn't know what to do.
Okay, new rule with all of our improv games. If we have the ability to add a moral of the story at the end of it, I think we should do it.
Excellent.
That's fine. I was just
'Cause
like, wait, where are we
that's
going?
my favorite. That's my favorite part about the first game, honestly.
Awesome.
So I'm a bit tired. So that whole thing, that last one right there, my brain was a little shut off.
Uh-oh.
I was trying.
Cool. You did good. Yeah, you didn't let it show.
No, you can't tell that I'm tired.
No. Hang on, let me full screen you for a second. Now stare at the camera and get a little closer. Give me a little closer. A little closer. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you're definitely not tired.
I am tired.
All right, is that where we're gonna call it then tonight, guys?
Can we stop
Yeah.
recording?
No, we haven't stopped yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I figure let's do a little closeout.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Go from there.
this week was brought to you by the non-sponsorships that we have because no one watches us just yet. So
What do you, dude? I would sponsor us.
Hey, which not sponsors were we sponsored by?
what?
Yeah, which
We were sponsored
non-sponsor?
by non-Helix mattress.
Brought to you by Not Helix Mattresses. Get
Also brought to you by Not Better Help.
not better.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Big shout out to Just Get Hard plug. We're gonna keep bringing that one back.
Wait. What?
Yeah, Just Get Hard. That's
Oh,
our
yeah,
fucking,
Just Get Hard,
That's
yeah.
our moral.
Yeah. Yeah. Just get
Yes.
hard.
Or just remember to always just get hard.
yeah.
Just
There we
remember,
go.
always just get hard only.
Just get hard only.
Quick side note though, we can just bring up like we are going to be starting up a Patreon. We are doing a little bit of gaming on the side with the guys. We have some board games off of Tabletop Simulator, as well as other games that we may put on in the future and stuff like that, just depending on what we
Yeah.
want to do. So
We're figuring it out.
yeah, exactly. So stay tuned for that because that's a lot of fun. We've been having a blast. Right now we're playing Zombicide for the first time as a group, and we have had our asses kicked on the
Yes.
first go. So
Yeah.
we're ready for round 2.
The
Do we wanna
recording's
talk
up.
about-
Oh, go ahead.
do we want to talk about our extra special guests possibly that might be on that Zombicide?
Ooh, yeah.
Quick
So
recording.
I mean, definitely. Potentially, we're just gonna add on potentially do we use his name?
I don't
Twinkle
know.
Toe?
I don't know.
And if not him, also my sister-in-law Roxy says she really wants to play as well. So
Yeah.
she's really down with it. And if I can, I might even try to get Jacob in one of these nights as well. As long as we do the board games later on, then that's the kids down, and
Yeah.
they would be 2 willing players that want to help make this happen with us. So
Yeah, that'd
we
be
can
a lot
have
of
a
fun.
full group of people play. I was trying to look into some more games too. Like I just played Secret Hitler for the first time, like I brought up on the last episode. So I've been looking
Mm-hmm.
for tabletop simulator of that because that's a really good time too.
Yes, it is. So that we're working out the kinks. We're on like what episode 4 or 5. So we're just you're gonna see some more editing as I learn it, and maybe a thumbnail instead of
One
just
day.
a screenshot.
One day.
yeah. So all right. Well, my name is Zach. That's Thomas. Over. I don't know. I'm gonna put him right below here, and then this
Right there?
Yeah.
Wait, over here?
Right here.
Am I up there?
I'm gonna
There.
put you right
There's-
here, and I'm gonna shrink
there.
you and make you bigger, hopefully. Okay.
Make me huge. I wanna be
Yeah. And then Ryan, and that's it.
Bye,
Peace.
guys.